In a world of heroes and villains, good versus evil, good versus bad, you would think that in this world that we live in today, that the good always wins. But contrary to popular belief, it seems as if everyone who is winning is bad. They are displaying villainous traits, ruthless traits. But why is it that the good people are falling short, but the bad people are seeming to prosper? Why is that happening in our world? I bet that there was a job position that you wanted, and someone beat you out for it by hitting beneath the belt, by backstabbing you. You deserve the first place spot. You deserve the gold medal. You deserve that job position, and you lost it. Why? Why do bad people continue to win? Let's talk about it. Bad people are winning because they do not care what people think. They don't care. They show no care in the world about what he has to say, what she has to say. They don't care what no one has to say. They do not move their feet by the beat of other people's drum. They move at their own pace, at their own time. No one's rushing them. No one's critiquing them. And if they are, they don't even care about the critique that people are giving them. They will follow to the objective no matter what. They will have their eyes on the prize no matter what people say about them. But sometimes when someone has a lot of good qualities, they care what people think because they want everyone to be happy. They are a people pleaser. Yes, that's right. They are a people pleaser. They want everyone around them to be happy. Even if that meant at their own detriment, they want people to be satisfied with their lives. But then here they are not even being satisfied with their own lives because they keep on losing time and time again. But someone who has bad traits or who is a bad person, they don't care about other people's feelings. They don't care about how people feel. They don't care about pleasing people. Because pleasing people, like in the long run, it goes against you every single time. When you are constantly taking energy out of yourself to give to someone else, and you keep taking from yourself, then you are left with nothing. You are left with nothing. You are left drained, and all the energy that you gave to everyone else, they took it and ran with it. And what did they give you? They gave you back nothing in return. Here you are, hands empty, pockets empty, bank account empty. You put everyone above you, and then now, here you are left with nothing. But the person with the bad traits, with the bad mentality, the bad person, they put themselves first. They put themselves first no matter how people felt about it. They didn't care about what Sally said or what Benjamin said. They said, oh, you know what? Oh, you need some money? Oh, but I don't have it right now. Even when they did have it, they said, I don't have it right now. You know why? Because I'm going to put this money to use for myself first. But the good person, if someone came to them, like Sally or Benjamin came to them for some money, they would have said, oh, I don't really have it, but here, you can have it. Just pay me back. Just pay me back. Just make sure you give it back to me. And then Sally and Benjamin never paid them back anyway. So now Sally and Benjamin ran off with their money when they didn't even have it to give it to them, but they gave it to them anyway because they are pleasing them. They are pleasing them, and they are left with nothing. That's just the truth of the matter. That's why a lot of good people are constantly losing, because they are so pinpoint on making sure that everyone is happy, even if it means they have nothing to be happy with. And that's really crazy, because a good person will see everyone else happy, but here they are suffering in darkness, suffering in their body, suffering in their mind, wanting to escape, but they don't have nowhere to go because everyone else left them when they gave their energy out to everybody else. That's why bad people win. That's why people with bad traits are constantly winning, because one, they don't care what people have to say about them, and two, they're not pleasing everybody. The moment you stop people pleasing the moment you can finally gain some traction and get ahead in life. But if you are constantly taking from yourself, wasting your time on everybody else, you will not win. And I don't care what no one has to say about it, because it's true. You know it's true. How many times have you taken from yourself, taking money out of your pocket to give to someone else, and here you are left with nothing? You're left with nothing. You put everyone else above yourself just for them not to reach their hand back down there and to pull you back up. The moment you put them up there on that pedestal, they left you behind. But someone who is bad, they put themselves first all the time. They don't care. If it meant for everyone else to suffer, then so be it. So be it. As long as I'm on top, and my family's on top, that's all that matters. That's what the bad person thinks. They show a level of ruthlessness, of no remorse to anybody. See, morally and ethically, a good person wouldn't be able to stoop down to the level of ruthlessness that is oftentimes necessary to become successful. Let me say that again. Oftentimes, ethically and morally, a good person is not able to stoop down to the level of ruthlessness that it takes to become successful. Sometimes it may take for you to cut a corner for you to become successful. Sometimes it may take for you to hate to say it, cheat your competition for you to get ahead. That's how the bad person thinks. They say, you know what? My competition across the street is doing really well. Let me write some bad reviews on them to lower their ratings. Let me go over there and send a customer over there just to give them a bad review. Those are the levels that people will stoop down to just to get ahead. I'm sure you have seen many kids in college, right? At these Ivy League schools, and you feel that, you know what? This person doesn't seem too bright. They don't seem like they are at the IQ level to be at this college. I wonder how they got here. You'd be so surprised how many parents have paid money beneath the table for their child to get into these Ivy League schools, or you wonder how this kid got on the basketball team and he has no talent, but the parent went behind closed doors to the coach and said, you know what? Here's some money for my son or for my daughter to play on this team. The ruthlessness that it takes to become successful is something that people must encompass deep within themselves if they want to get to a certain level in life. And that's just the truth of the matter. Because in a dog-eat-dog world, if you are that dog who refuses to eat other dogs, then you're going to starve. You are so kind, so nice to everybody but yourself. You will starve so everyone else will eat. But the bad person, they will allow everyone else to starve while they are over here full. Stuff. Because when they put themselves first, they are ruthless, they have no remorse, and they do not care what other people think. Tell me this right. You was applying for a job, and you knew you was qualified for it. You may have some coworkers that you was working with, and y'all seem to be friends. Then all of a sudden you see your coworker walking out of the manager's room, and when you walk past your coworker, they put their head down, and then the manager calls you into the room and gives you some bad news. Your coworker, your friend, the person who you thought was your friend, just snaked you. They just snaked you. They didn't care. They didn't want you to get in that position. They wanted the position for themselves, but they wanted to reel you in to get all the information about you, all of your tendencies and habits about you, just to use it all against you. They went behind your back, backstabbed you, put you on the ground just so that they could win. That's what happened. That's why you didn't get that job. And oftentimes bad people, they move without a conscience. They have a lack of a conscience. That's what happens. They can do something and not feel it deep within themselves. They can really do someone the wrong way and not feel it in their hearts. They have no remorse for nobody. A lot of the people on top of the world who are on the chessboard moving their rooks and pawns all across the chessboard are breaking rules and making rules of their own. They may say, oh, well, you can't move the rook piece here, but then here they are moving the rook piece wherever they want to move it to. They stop playing by society's rules. They stop living up to society's expectations and did whatever they want to do, even if that meant them being in a poor light. Have you ever heard of the quote, all publicity is good publicity? Have you ever heard that quote? Someone who is bad, they do not care about all the attention being on them for something bad, because they know that attention is money. They have all this attention on them, so eventually it's going to bring in more money, more followers for them. That's why you have people who are doing all these ridiculous things throughout society. They don't care because they know what it's going to bring them in the end. But someone who has good ethics and good morals, they're like, oh, I would never do that out there in public. That's why they don't have an audience. That's why they are not really where they want to be in life, because they are constantly wondering why they cannot do this, but then this person can become successful, because they are constantly worried about what others are thinking about them. That's what it is. And a lot of bad people are very deceptive. They have this mystique about them. They are good at lying, good at manipulating people. They can manipulate a situation into their own favor. Because once again, they lack a conscience. A lot of them lack ethics and lack morals. They are marching to the beat of their own drum, not society's drum. Now tell me this right. Is it worth it being a bad person in today's world, where you can take care of your family, have everything that you want, only at the price of you having no remorse, only at the price of you being ruthless? Is that worth it? And there's no right or wrong answer. It's just a question. Is it worth it being good or worth it being bad? Let's look at all of these movies that have came out over the past couple of years. Batman Dark Knight. The Batman Dark Knight is only remembered for Heath Ledger's Joker. Avengers Infinity War is only remembered for Thanos. Avengers Ultron is only remembered for Ultron. Spider-Man is only remembered for Green Goblin and Venom. It seems like people like bad. They like evil. Even though they may not say it, it shows that they like the villains. It shows that they like the bad people, the bad traits. Maybe because that's who they are deep down inside, but they are afraid to unleash it upon the world because they are constantly wondering how people will think about them. How people will feel about them. I think that's what it really is. Because why are all these villain movies winning? How come all these movies with really good villains are constantly breaking box office records? How come all these athletes who embrace the villain role are the highest paid athletes? Are you willing to embrace your dark side? Are you willing to embrace your dark side if it meant you winning? If it meant you providing for your family? That's something for you all to think about. If you have enjoyed this video, please give me a like, a comment, and a subscribe. Thank you.